Welcome back to the Action Tuesday night. As usual, on Tuesday, we like to empower the youth of Africa. And let me welcome Dr. Sanele Gamede. He's a trailblazing strategic youth, life and career consultant with over a decade of experience in youth development, education, career development, and graduate employability. A renowned thought leader across Africa, he empowers individuals with cutting-edge strategic tools to excel in both their personal and professional lives. His mission is to bridge the gap between aspiration and achievement, guiding people towards their destined career path. Dr. Gamede is also a distinguished academic and researcher currently serving as a lecturer at the University of Johannesburg. He holds a PhD in Cultural and Media Studies from the University of KwaZulu-Natal alongside an honorary doctorate in leadership and management from Miles Leadership University. With more than 10 years in higher education, he specializes in communication and media, student development, graduate employability, and research supervision. His career is defined by a steadfast commitment to academic excellence and a passion for empowering the next generation of scholars. Doc, the youth have been waiting for you. Are you?
Good evening to the entire youth in the African continent. Good evening to you, my brother. How was the weekend?
It was good. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I like that.
So today is my birthday. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. I remember. Happy birthday, man! And it's Women's Month, so you are born on a very nice, warm month, I must say.
No wonder women like me. I'm joking.
As long as they give you money. As long as they give you money.
That is the best advice you've given me so far, Doc. All right. So talking about the youth, when does somebody young know whether they made the right or the wrong choice? What do you do when you believe you've made the wrong choice?
When it comes to careers, it's tricky, my brother, and you do have quite a number of people who will say, Sanele, I think I chose the wrong career. And I want to speak to Africans today that, choosing career is a little bit complicated, but it doesn't mean it's over once you discover that you have chosen the wrong career. There is always a U-turn that you can make. There is always ways of navigating the space. And you have people like us, of course, who are going to take you through on how to do it. But definitely, if you have found yourself in a space where you have chosen the wrong career, I think it's very important that you sit down and review what is it that you can do within the career that you have chosen without having to go back to university or to study again, or to gain other skills and stuff like that. But it is something that is doable. I must indicate.
Yeah. In African families, Doc, we grow up people talking about the dignity of a job. Mm-hmm. You should be a doctor. You should be a lawyer.
Yeah.
You should be an engineer. If you don't become any of those three, then they really don't take you seriously. So what happens to me if I want to be a musician? How does that work?
I wonder why you want to be a musician. So you are right. The pressure that comes with family, where you come from, it's serious when it comes to choosing the right careers. And I want you to make sure that you have a conversation with the people that you are with, either your guardian or your parents. Make them understand. And the best way is to illustrate to them, either through someone who has been successful in the industry you want to go in, and you give them that kind of confidence that when they pass on, you are not going to struggle, because most parents, they are just worried that when they pass on, you don't have to struggle with that career that you have chosen. They are just worried about sustainability in that career. So if you can show them that this career is solid and why you think it's solid, and you can prove to them that in 15 years, 25 years, 30 years, the career will still be a career that you will still love, and it will still give you money, and you will be able to take care of your family, it's good. You can have a conversation, and I think they will listen to you.
Oh, fantastic. Like that. What are the most common reasons you see people ending up in the wrong career, Doc?
In most cases, my brother, to be quite honest, is the pressure at home, the pressure around the community. Sometimes when you see other people who have made a certain career choice and they are so successful, sometimes you then go to that career with the hope that you are also going to make it like them. So that is also a factor. There is also lack of research for some people. There is also lack of career guidance when it comes to many young people, especially in Africa, which is one of the reasons, amongst many reasons, that people find themselves now having to work or be in a career that they don't really like.
And what are the real warning signs that somebody is in a wrong career?
My brother, it's it's not basically the bad week or that bad day where you feel like you don't want to go up. You don't want to go to work. It's a chain of signs that you are going to literally see from yourself. You are tired before the day even begins. Your work feels like emotionally empty. Even when you are performing very well, you no longer feel proud of what you are doing. You envy other people in completely different fields. You become disengaged from whatever that you are doing. That's a sign that this is not where you were supposed to be, and this is not where you should be.
And some of your written articles, you talk about the hidden cost of staying in a misaligned job. It affects everything about you. You talk about mental health, identity, performance. How can one correct it?
Of course, there is a U-turn, and without breaking the packet. Financially these days, going to university is very expensive. Time-wise, it might be expensive as well to go back. But at the same time, I will advise, if you need to pick up some skills, do register online in some institutions that offer online courses so that you can upskill yourself, which is also one of the most important thing. And of course, making a U-turn is looking at what you have and see how you can turn it around. For example, a teacher might want, after they see, no, this is not where I want to be. This is not me. I'm not a teacher in high school or primary. They can convert that and go to corporate learning and development. They're still teaching people, but they're not teaching kids who might be annoying. Someone who is a journalist, maybe like yourself, might want to become a communication strategist, which means you are turning around what you have into something that aligns with your career.
So you made it what one is to be able to do a lot of research. If you're a teacher, see how you can redesign or realign what you already know to be more effective in today's world.
Without throwing away your end qualification, because this is something that you end, and use the very same experience that you have got from this to enter into that market. That will be something that you are going to use. If I'm coming here to look for a job as a radio presenter, I will use the fact that I can research, I can facilitate, I can speak, and all of that as an entry into this space, and I get to move from being a lecturer into being a radio presenter.
Yeah. One of the reasons that a lot of young people make wrong choices in their careers is because, one, expectation from family, but also it's the family that pays for the education. So if they'll tell you, I'm going to pay such an amount of money if you are going to be a doctor.
Yeah. It's true. And, and others will tell you, I'm not paying for you to go and dance.
Yes.
Yeah, they will tell you, I'm not going to pay you to go and do a career in dancing.
Yeah.
And I think this is something where sometimes I will sit with the parents as a career consultant. I will sit with the parent. But I think you as a young person, I want you to do your research, bring proof to your parents that this is a viable career. And I also want Tich, I also want to say to African young people, it is time for you to recognize whether this is a career or not, and admit there are things that we like being content creators. We love to be to be content creators, but the reality where you are as an African child in Mozambique, is content creation a career that can sustain you for the next 25 years? Is it something
Doc,
that is
Is it a career? Is content creation, being an influencer, a job?
It's a debate, because young people are making money and they are being paid for creating content. But I always say to young people, if you want to be an influencer, you want to be a content creator, then accompany that with some skills, some education, so that even if you don't create the content for yourself, you can create content for Channel Africa, and Channel Africa pays you to be a content creator here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doc, as we wrap up, you say career regret is a signal, not a weakness. What is the one thing you want every African professional listening to us tonight to remember about choosing meaningful careers and a work plan that works?
I think my parting words, my brother, in today's segment is the mistake is not always choosing the wrong career. Sometimes it is staying silent about the mismatch for too long. So for African professionals who find themselves in this dilemma, the challenge is to balance responsibility with self-awareness and survival with meaningfulness. The best career is not only the one that pays the bills. I want you to remember, it is the one that allows you to contribute, grow, and remain alive inside your own life. I think that is very important.
Hey, Doc, thank you so much for having joined us tonight. We can't wait to have you back again next Tuesday. That's Dr. Sanele Gamede, and his passion is to empower the youth of tomorrow.